Welcome. Welcome, traders. Welcome to the live streaming. Hope that everyone ready for a pretty massive day. Friday, very important day to look at. We'll look to see what kind of opportunity we have currently in the market. I hope that I'm properly heard. If you guys can hear me, let me know that you can hear me. Then we can start the analysis, and also let me know if you have any question using the live chat. Don't miss out to ask any question that you have. Absolutely appreciate your support to the channel. Whether you guys can hear me and see me. So what we can see in this area, if we look at XAU USD, I will be looking at, first of all, I will be doing the full multi-time frame analysis, and then we will be looking to see what kind of opportunity we have in the market. So also we can look at the calendar coming up, CAD news. So you can see that dollar and CAD news coming. So not dollar, only CAD. 3 high impact news coming on CAD. So dollar CAD will be volatile. I think that will also impact the gold as well. And if you look at here, next week, a big week for Euro, GBP, dollar, AUD, CAD, again AUD, CHF, dollar. Pretty impressive and strong week coming up, and I will be looking at to see how the market is doing, to see overall picture in the market. So let's see, first of all, we will be looking for proper opportunity. I will be looking at one by one to see where we can find our next opportunity. I will also like to know that traders, which one you are looking at. You can let me know using the live chat. If you are here, Anthony, welcome. Good seems steady. 2610. Do you think that's 2610 at? Yeah. So we saw that there was a pardon me, there was a breakdown here that we have seen a previous session, and with that breakdown, basically what happened that after break of this low, grab the liquidity, there is a bounce on gold, and with that bounce, okay, so what we have seen that the market, this is a pretty strong bounce, and that bounce has given another momentum for potential trend continuation. So we can see that here this is a big move, and with that move we can see a bounce, a drop to the support, and again we can see that there is another bounce towards the upside. So with that said, on XAU USD, I will be waiting for a deeper drop. If we look at the bigger picture here, this is the main goal of doing the multi-time frame, guys. This is where the missing piece of many traders trading decision, that not looking at the multi-time frame approach. So if you look at the multi-time frame analysis on XAU USD, you can see that this is a complete bull market. So looking at the top give us a clear idea of the bigger flow in the market. So when you look at the multi-time frame approach, we can see that the market at from the multi-time frame approach, it's a bull market, which is basically bigger picture bullish. And with that in mind, if we look at the XAUUSD lower time frame, we can see that this is a very strong bounce towards the upside here, and with that bounce expecting for the market to drop to the support and then to bounce back up to create a new higher high. So looking at again 15-minute chart on XAUUSD, we can see that from the 15 minutes pretty strong movement towards the upside, expecting it to have another break of structure. Looking at the 5 minutes as well, this is a, if you guys look at it, you can see movement correction, and expecting to break any of this low. You can see that there is a big red candle on the 5 minutes, and back to back two smaller candle is being formed. I will be happy to see that another wave of drop, and then to move back towards the upside again to see how the price is doing. I hope that you guys and girls are ready for a big day. Let me know in the live chat, how are you doing? Yes sir, can hear you. Look at XAUUSD, Colin looking at, yep. Lakshmi, good evening, thank you very much, good evening. So with that said, if we look at okay, so you can see that on XAUUSD, expecting for the market to drop to the support, okay, and then to return back to the upside. Locally we can see that there is a, here is a drop, pullback, and expecting another drop to the support. See where the price might be heading. So yeah, locally we can expect for the market to drop. Looking at the daily chart here, so from the daily this is a very well defined bullish market. I like to trade this kind of market. As you can see, this market is basically a very strongly defined bullish market structure. So here from the daily, if we look at the XAUUSD, we can see that this is the daily this is a daily impulse here, and with that impulse, looking at the 4-hour time frame, you can see here is a liquidity candle. If you're not sure about the liquidity candle, guys, don't miss out to ask me with more detail. A liquidity candle is one of my favorite trading strategy that I trade. So here you can see that narrow candle formation on the 4-hour, and then after grabbing the liquidity has formed a 4-hour bullish engulfer. So after that, we saw that a big bounce. Currently it's forming comparatively narrower candle, so that might lead this price to go back up again to see where it is heading. So from the 15 minutes chart, we can see that this is a from the 15 minutes, this is a move, and we will be waiting for a drop to the support and then to bounce back up to see how the price might be doing here. So looking at the lower time frame, okay, so yeah, we can expect a complete break of structure before we look for any potential trading opportunity. And thank you for joining the live session, guys. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would recommend you to do so, so that you can access everything that we have in the academy. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can do so to get access to all the strategy tools and many other things that we are offering. Also stay connected by joining the free Telegram channel. So XAU USD, we can see that it is in a local downtrend. And again, I'm looking at the 15-minute chart. So this is a complete bounce from here to that. And then we will be looking to see a potential break will be a good area that we can start with entry opportunity. Island Cooking, good morning. Thank you. Good morning for joining the live session. Greetings from Muscat. Welcome. Good evening. Hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Afternoon. What is trade now on gold? Good day. Dollar yen. Gbpusd buying entry. Dollar yen. Yeah, we'll be looking to see. Good afternoon, Rose. Welcome. Lakshmikant, in such scenario when gold is making higher high, if we successfully enter to long side, how to decide for targets? In such scenario when gold is making higher high, if we successfully enter to long side, how to decide for targets? Okay, so for targets, there are two ways can be decided. I normally use reward to risk rather than anything else, because if we look at the reward to risk, it becomes much easy to find a target. Some people use the key level, but because if you look at gold, you can see it's creating an all-time high. There's nothing at the top on gold, and because of that, the best option that I use in this such scenario is to use a mathematical risk reward. So basically, let's say 2 to 1, 1 to 1, 3 to 1, and then trade based on that. So mathematical risk reward helps us to understand which way to trade and how to trade. Normally I use that mathematical risk reward. Some traders use key levels, depending on how you want to approach. So all my strategy I use normally to make it simple, risk reward. So when you use the risk reward, which is basically maintain, uh, which is starting with a bigger risk reward, that always give us a big edge in the market. What is the view on euro dollar? Yeah, we'll be looking at. Can you tell us gold next step? Yeah, we are looking at as well. So looking at XAU USD, gold at the moment, if you look at here, we can see that from the daily, this is the daily price action on gold. And again, looking at this from the intraday, you can see this is a complete bounce from the 1 hour chart and the lower time frame. If we look at the 15 minutes, this is a from the 15 minutes perspective, we have seen a bounce. I think we might see another wave of drop, and then we could see that the market is moving back to the upside. So here we can see that this is where the market is forming series of lower high, and with that series of lower high formation, it's now trending in that direction. So with that said, expecting it to drop back to the support, and then we can look for potential entry. We will be looking to see how the price is moving back to that support. So looking at 1 minute, okay, here we can see that this is a bounce, a very strong bounce here, and with that bounce from the 1 minute, we will be looking at 1 minute chart to see how the market might be doing. And it's a bull market, so we will still be looking to see potential bullish opportunity. Okay, in the meantime, also as there is a CAD news coming, we will be also looking at dollar CAD. So let's see what kind of opportunity we have on dollar CAD. So looking at dollar CAD, this is the dollar CAD, and in this lower time frame dollar CAD, let's quickly look at dollar CAD overall picture, looking at the monthly chart to see overall picture in the market. Now from the monthly, we can see that dollar CAD, this is a previous month there was a massive drop on dollar CAD. Now this month we can see from the support there is a bounce, and if we look at the weekly chart, we can see that from the weekly, this week so far, it's almost nearly to the end of the week, it's almost forming a potential doji. So if the CAD news is having an impact, we need to see which way the market might be heading. Let's see the daily. Now daily we see that there is a long bearish engulfer here on the daily. So that bearish engulfer, if because it's a big drop, we might see deeper pullback again, and I think that we might see the price is going back there and then um, moving back towards the downside that we could see on dollar CAD. And in the meantime, traders, if you're enjoying the live session, I would appreciate your support by giving a thumbs up. Like is almost 1/5 of the views, so if you like it, YouTube algorithm also like it. So make sure you give a thumbs up. Awesome, thank you for that. And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every single day. Awesome to look at. And yes, let's see, this is where dollar CAD, and also as CAD news coming, let's see that what's with the Forex factory calendar, what news coming on. We see that coming up BOJ, also JPY, as you can see early there was JPY news, so we might see that dollar yen and GBP JPY also get volatile, because you see retail sales and JPY. So retail sales was pretty good for GBP, while the forecast was 0.3%. The actual outcome is 1%. So basically it's a pretty impressive results on GBP. So that might have also good impact on GBP JPY that we will be looking at. But at the moment, if we look at dollar CAD, we can see that this is a impressive resistance line on dollar CAD. And if we look at the 4-hour here, okay, so we can see that from the lower time frame, a potential bounce we can see. So here it's still not a very impressive trend that I can see. Therefore I would be looking at, okay, so GJ its trend is very aggressive. I love to trade this kind of trending market, because it's a, you can say it's a massive bullish trend, and the momentum is very high. Trend is your friend until it bends in the end. They said out. So the trend is your friend as long as you are trading. So it is very important that always trade with the trend. And if you look at here, you can see this is the weekly chart. The market is heading to the resistance line here. Okay, and from the 4-hour. Okay, so here is heading to the resistance from the 1-hour. Okay, now what we can see that this is what we need to look at. You see, it's a clean uptrending market. Let's look at the Fibonacci perspective. So looking at Fibonacci, and so what is Fibonacci? Fibonacci is basically a series. Yeah? So if you add 1 plus the next number coming to 3, and add the next one coming to 7, add the next one coming to 15, which is a Fibonacci series. It's called nature's code. So nature used that golden ratio to find the highest efficiency. If you look at some of the, such as the sunflower, pine cone, that's the representation of the golden ratio that the nature used to find the highest efficiency. As you know, the nature is precise. So trading is not precise, completely the other way around. Trading is very, very, what I'd say that a lot of trial and error required if you want to be successful as a trader. But when you look at the Fibonacci, this is the 38.2%, which is the minimum Fibonacci level. So if you look at that minimum Fibonacci level that I'm expecting on GJ to drop back to that. So with that in mind, if you look at the 15-minute chart on GBP JPY, You can see that it's a pretty massive bullish uptrend on GJ, and therefore what we can expect for the market to come back and then to bounce back up. So that could be um, a very good level to look at on GJ. Okay, now why we are looking at this level here on GBP So because this is a previous swing low, which is the support, turning also here support, and therefore the price action on the 1 hour as well pretty strongly bullish, and so we'll be waiting for a break of a structure, this one as well. If you look at the 1 minute, even in the 5 minutes, we'll wait for a break of structure, and then once we see the break of structure, we can look for entry to the upside on GJ. Let's see how far it might be going. And now there is a bullish engulfer here, so let's draw that level as well here to see where it is heading. Okay, so we'll be waiting for JPY to break the structure, and then once we find, we can look for um, entry opportunity. I'll draw a couple of levels. This is also an important support, and that's where so this is the first one here. So if the market is retesting this 4 hour support level, we can look for potential entry on GBPJPY. Hope that making sense to you. Let me know, guys, how far you are. Thank you. Welcome. Many people predict that gold would reach 2660 very soon due to possible war. What is your thought? Well, whenever there is a global crisis, we see that the market, gold market become volatile, so which is pretty possible to bounce back as it is a bull market. If we look at gold again, we can see that it's a pretty strong bullish market because it's a safe haven. So yeah, it is not impossible, but I wouldn't say that it's certain, because trading is probability. So this is this is uh, this is what I would say, that one of the biggest reason why trader lose money is because if there is anything comes up, and then they started to buy with panic, sometimes sell with panic. um but the best trader, is the one who wait for the real time confirmation. There are two things that we need to look at. One is what you see, the other one is what is exactly in real time. So trading is like that. Let's say it's an interpretation, so you need to be very very careful when you are um, opening a position as a trader. So if I look at this one, Okay, and then so can you let me know what it is here? So so if we look at this text here with um very interesting text. How do I change the text? I see the background. Okay, sometimes it gets confusing. So if we look at yeah, here, um, okay. So how do you identify this? Now, if you look at here, what do you see? So trading is almost similar interpretation when you are as a trader. So if you look at, if I look at what do you see, um, you might see blue or red or orange. So um, there is a lot of interpretation, right? That is why the best trader, the real trader, are those who wait for the market to show its hand. That's where the real trading comes in place. So um, you need to wait for the market to show its hand so that you can trade based on that confirmation. Because there is a term called confirmation bias, which is a very very you know influential point in terms of trading psychology. So if you want to develop a very good trading psychology that is sound, then definitely you need to look at um, the overall how the confirmation bias. So this is what is called the confirmation bias. For example, as soon as we hear in news that there is something gonna happen, and in a group or friend or anyone said that okay, gold might be dropping or going up, which is because our mind cannot sometimes differentiate a lot of things, we become biased with that news, and then as soon as we believe that bias, that's going to happen, it becomes very difficult for us to trade on the other direction. But there could be that the market moving on the other direction, or maybe moving in the same direction. So that is why you need to see what is the news is saying, of course not ignoring, and at the same time what is the price action is showing. That's the two things. So the price action is what I look at all the time. So this is the real time confirmation is the price action, because when you look at the price action, you can see what is unseen, right? So on the other side, on the background, there is something. There is always a buyers and sellers transaction between which happening on the other side of the market, but it is represented by the price action. So it is important that we look at the price action, and then looking at the news and what is happening around the world, and then when you see that there is a relationship, that's where we can look for um, potential trading opportunity along the way. I hope that you guys are enjoying the live session. If you're enjoying, don't hesitate to like, and also don't hesitate to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. also guide how to spot demand supply zone. So to spot demand and supply zone, I do have quite a few YouTube lessons that I posted in the past. I would recommend you to subscribe to the channel and then go to the playlist to access all of them. But at the same time, to understand the supply and demand zone, so you need to look at the multi time frame and then looking at the supply and demand zone, which is very important. So if you look at here, you can see that this is a support level from the lower time frame, and it's the 1 minute chart. So we can see that on the multi time frame approach, um, x AUUSD, if you look at, this is a very important supply demand zone. Okay, so if you look at here and then here, so how do you identify supply and demand zone? The first thing that you need to look at is when in the past, because we normally predict the future based on past, right? Which is in fact in most cases, right? So um, according to science, 70-90% of our thinking is repetitive. What we have thought yesterday, today we are thinking the same thing, so which is basically repetitive. A pattern also repetitive in the market. So if you look at in the past, this is a support level here. Okay, and from that support, which is a very important demand area where the buyers ready to buy, and the market has made this big move. And if the market drop back to that support, okay, so that's where another probability for the market to bounce back up, and that is what we call a demand zone, right? So if you see that a strong reaction in the past from a certain level, you can expect the same thing from the same level, as because in the past the buyers were interested to buy, we might see that again the buyers being interested to buy. That is called the supply, that is demand zone, based on the past, how the price has reacted to. Okay guys, so hope that you are enjoying the live session. If you're enjoying, make sure you give a thumbs up. Dollar yen, um give new trade, thank you. What is your take on Gbpusd and Euro USD today? Gbpusd and Euro USD. So Gbpusd, we can see that there is a very strong uptrending bounce. Gbpusd bouncing back to the upside. Euro USD also you see that bullish, but Gbpusd, as there was early today, there was a news on GBP. We can see that British pound US dollar is pretty strongly bullish, and if we look at here, after this drop, the market again moving back to the upside on British pound US dollar. So 15 minutes, here is what we can see. Here Gbpusd bullish. If it breaks again, grab further liquidity, we can look for bullish opportunity. So from the daily, it has dropped to the daily support. So this is where you can see that from the daily, the price dropped to the daily support, and from that support level, what we can see that British pound US dollar had a bounce, and from the lower time frame, we can see that this is a bounce on the lower time frame, 15 minutes, where we can see that bounce, expecting for the market to drop and then to trend in that direction. Okay, so 5 minutes and lower time frame GBPUSD, we can see there's an inverted head and shoulder here. So GBPUSD is in a bull move. I'd like to go back to gold to see where it is heading. If we can find suitable entry, we'll be looking for entry opportunity. This is the 30 minutes price action. Looking at lower time frame. So looking at here to the support, if we drop back to the support, we will be looking for initial entry on XAU USD. I hope that you guys are girls and enjoying this live session. If you're enjoying, then don't hesitate to smash the like button. Okay, so let's look at for initial entry. If we look at the lower time frame, here on gold, expecting it to drop back to the support, and once we can see the market in the support level, we can look for that potential entry. So this 30 minutes candle, it's a bullish engulfer. And also you see the 1 hour candle closing. I will be waiting for another retest. Hope that guys you are enjoying the live session. If you haven't smashed it yet, you can do that. Okay, so lower time frame price action with the 1 minute. Okay, so here is a structure. Okay, a bounce triangle formation, and from that triangle expecting to break and then to return back to the upside. you're wanting to see that breakout structure which is needed here, 30 minutes candle closed with a bullish engulfer. We could look for potential bullish as there is a bullish engulfer, but I think that we might see another retest. That would be the best way to look at the moment for another break, as there is an imbalance here in the market. And when there is an imbalance, we might see the market coming here, testing that support, and then bouncing back towards the upside. Thank you. Okay, so here local, when it is in a consolidation, we just need to wait for the confirmation. Godfrey, hello sir. Was gold bearish in the 1 hour time frame yesterday or day before? If yes, why is it now bullish without showing any reversal pattern in 1 hour time frame? Was gold bearish in the 1 hour time frame yesterday? Gold on 1 hour time frame, we see that gold is aggressively bullish. So only during the FOMC we saw that there was a complete breakdown, which was basically a manipulation, and then with that breakdown we have seen the market has made a bounce to the upside. But at the moment, what we can see that on XAU USD in all time frame, including the 4 hour, 1 hour, is very strongly bullish. So you can see from here, price action is entirely bullish. We will be looking for entry once we find that suitable location to enter. Hello sir, was gold bearish in the 1 hour time frame yesterday or day before? Okay, so we discussed that gold is whether the active JJ. Yep. So gold last time 2620, today 2620. So how far it might go, it's entirely unknown. We see that there is a very strong bull move, but it might go well above because it's weekend, so we might see the last moment before the weekly close. We might see a pretty strong movement in the market, and therefore it may remain bullish. But if there is any break of structure, that's where we will be getting into the trade. So once we find any break of structure, that's where we will be looking for entry, because we need to see that break of structure for entry. Okay, here what we can see, a bullish engulfer, okay, waiting for the market to break below. Yeah, if it is breaking below this support, which is a very important support, and let's see how far it is coming here. So gold, last time 2620, today we'll see enter buy or sell now. Good evening, coach. Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening. Thanks for joining the live session. Waiting for the market to test the support. While waiting, traders, I'd appreciate if you smash the like button, and also don't hesitate to join the free Telegram channel, link as well you can find in the description. Here what you can see from the 1 minute. Okay, now this drop on gold is necessary. We see that 20 minutes later, in 5 minutes, I think there will be one news on CAD. So that will, yeah, so 10:15 p.m. in my zone, which is the CAD POC government Malcolm speaks, and then core retail sales. So three high impact news on CAD coming, and that will also definitely will have an impact on like say USD. So if that one, creating that high impact news, so you might see that there is a potential bounce or rejection again. Currently there is no volatility, as you can see. We have to wait to see. Gbpusd is very strongly bullish, so we can see this is 15 minutes. Okay, I see that the trend on XAUUSD is much better than Gbpusd. But here we see the couple of dodgy formation, and that might be forming potential bullish price action. We'll see. In 2 minutes time, CAD news coming. So looking at, in the meantime, also the dollar CAD. Don't be looking at yet. Dollar CAD trend is not very organized. Rather, you see that XAUUSD had a better trending opportunity. Okay, so complete drop. So this kind of market, you can see narrow dodgy formation from the 1 minute. Until we see the trend, we have to wait for potential entry. Normally when when I'm trading on 1 minute, I combine with the 4 hour, which is very good to look at for short-term perspective. So trading, even if you are trading on the lower time frame or higher time frame, risk management is now, I emphasize the highest on the risk management, because no matter how weaker the strategy or how stronger the strategy, if you don't have proper risk management plan, it might be very difficult for you to trade long-term perspective. So if you wanna really successful as a trader, which I believe that everyone wants to be, then definitely you need to look at the risk management side of it. If you guys really want to be successful as a trader, let me know in the live chat. Let's see how many traders really want to be successful as a trader. Good day, welcome. Thank you, welcome. So this one, how did the CAD, it didn't have much impact on gold, but how the CAD, is it tentative news? Yeah, it's a tentative, it's not in data. So it will have a slow impact. Okay, so here dollar CAD dropping down, XAUUSD bouncing. So basically two instrument moving in two direction. Gold until I see the lower shadow. This is the 1 hour chart. Until it tests this lower part, which we might see, might not see, because anytime we could see that breakdown with the news and then testing this lower shadow and then bouncing back up. So let's keep eye for gold. Is the lower part of this 1 hour candle is the primary location that we can look at for potential entry. So because if you look at here, what we can see, this is the 1 minute chart. We have seen the bounce and it's trending, consolidating. We'll be waiting for a breakdown here and then to bounce. Probably repeating the same music. Some different music. Okay, so we can see with the there is a bounce again. A complete bounce here. So we will be waiting for initial entry. You can see that this is a series of higher low formation in that area, and with this series of higher low formation, okay, so still trend is up. From here we have seen that break. We have 8 minutes to go for the news, and Gbpjpy managed to break below. Now it might be coming to the again support. Gbpjpy require a deeper pullback, which is we can see that the market in fact coming for that deeper pullback. The gold is moving back up. So you have 6 minutes for the news. If the spike come down, then we might find entry again for upside. So we'll be waiting for this break below. That's a massive bounce suddenly on the lower time frame. So that means it's keep pushing high. So 5 minutes we will be waiting for at least one liquidity candle formation, which is very important to see. This is the entry will be if we see that liquidity candle on the any time frame, especially 5 and 1 minute. That could be a potential entry candle. There's a 1 minute liquidity candle. We can see that this is a let's wait for a break of this support. And yeah, so with the next news, it may have an impact. So you can see 10:15 p.m. BOC government maclum speaks, and then there's two data coming on CAD. So that has given a downside momentum that we see. Okay. They created a downward momentum, and let's draw the level on the lower time frame from the 1 hour. If we look at, So we might see a head and shoulder here. So dollar CAD on the other hand, massive drop on dollar CAD. Looking at 5 minutes. Still not a very impressive price action. If we look at where GJ has got a rejection. Still not my favorite price action yet. If we look at the 1 minute, here Gbpusd. If we look at okay, that's a drop here on GJ. And with that being said, okay, yeah. So with Gbpusd and XAU waiting for the market to drop back below and then to reject. So this is what, finding entry is sometimes very, very tiring. It's important that you always stay patient. Patience is the key to be profitable as a trader. Many traders lose patience very soon, but as a matter of fact, when you are patient, then you can become a profitable trader. So you can see here there is a 1 minute potential liquidity candle that might lead that price to come down further. So this is a 1 minute price action. Because some short-term drop possible. Some short-term drop possible, which is good to see that it's getting some kind of rejection. So with a head and shoulder, it might now lead back to that support. So risk management is key when you are trading. So you can see that it's here on the lower time frame with a head and shoulder formation. There is a breakdown locally, and let's see if it is bringing the price back below this 1 hour support. Which we might see that. Okay, I will be placing a buy stop above this high, above this candle, and stop loss below this low. TP target will be targeting for the time being the same as the stop loss. Later, if we need to readjust it, and it will be buy stop with 26 pip to 25 pip stop loss at 2616.99, stop loss at 2614.46, and TP target at 2619.69. We see the downside. If it's only bounce, then we will be entering, otherwise we will be waiting. Risk management is key, so I strictly recommend that you do proper risk management when you are trading, and no trade without risk management. I highly recommend to open in a demo account. If you're a beginner, if you don't know how to do the risk management, and risk is strictly less than 1%, 1% or less than 1%. If it is a smaller account, maybe 1%. If it is a bigger account, then less than 1%. And here we can see that gold trying to break below, but if it return back to the upside, then we will be entering the trade as a buy stop. Replace that pending order. So we place the buy stop at this level, and so if it is breaking below, if without triggering, if the market breaks this swing low, then we will be basically, if without triggering the entry, if it hit the stop loss, then we will be exiting that pending order. So it's a buy stop at 2616.965, stop loss at 2614.466, to target 2619.689. We are seeing that nearing to the, I got, come on, pin trigger. It should be triggering. So I just triggered. So you've got a trigger, and we can see the market slowly trying to bounce. So we are trying to catch here 27 pip, see how far it goes, expecting it to return back to the upside. Now trend is very important to see that it's trending. Okay, not here what we can see from the 5 minutes. Still we can expect another rejection. But when the market not trending, which is we see that eventually doesn't look very impressive. I wouldn't be entertained with this trade much better. We might see now again downside possible. Come on. So that trade, we can see that there's a long wick and then rejection. So this trade, it's going back up again to above the entry. So it's currently running in a little profit. But this price action doesn't look to me very bullish. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to exit that trade with a little profit that will cover the commission. I think we might see another wave of drop or potentially. So I'm exiting the trade. You will be re-entering, no problem. It doesn't look to me very strongly bullish. We might see some bullish momentum. It might try to again break below. So with the running profit, I'm out of the trade. We'll be re-entering again once we will find that. You can see it's getting a rejection. So that price action doesn't look to me very strongly bullish. So we'll not take the risk, which I close with little profit, but we can consider it as a break-even trade. So we got a break-even, and we will be looking for another entry with other instrument as well as on gold. Let's see. The market trend only 30% of the time, as you know that 70% of the time the market moves in a sideways. So it's important that always being patient is key. Yes, welcome. Yes, thank you very much. I want it badly. Need it. Yes, thank you. If we learn from you, then we can become a good trader. Doesn't necessarily not require to learn from me to become a good trader. You can learn from yourself or from anywhere to become a good trader. The intention is the key. You know that there is a secret on everything is the intention. So when you have an intention to do something, to have something, to experience, that's the power that the universe has given to the human being, is to have an intention. So when you have an intention, you're gonna make it. So make sure you have an intention to become or to experience what you want to do or become or experience, and it's gonna come to you definitely, no doubt about it. Smash the like button now, and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day, including live analysis, live trades, live ideas. So you can see that a breakdown here on gold, as I mentioned, I'm out of the trade is because it's an uptrend with so potential for drop. So I'm exit the trade because it doesn't look to me very good one. Let's see what it is. Let's see now. 15 minutes. Okay, where so this drop here we can see. Sideway movement, and in this kind of sideway movement, the only thing that we can stay aside until we find that opportunity. Okay, here 1 minute chart on gold, I'm not very impressed with this price action to enter yet. So let's see what's happening with Gbpjpy. We have seen that there is a complete break of structure, which is absolutely necessary. I think again rain coming. Come on. It's winter, so pretty strong rain. Okay, so what we can see, Gbpjpy coming to the support, and this is a pretty impressive price action. Okay, here this is a complete bearish price action. GJ dropping down. Say UUSD. Not a not a very impressive price action. I know that it requires patience, but that's where the real trading is. When you are patient, you are um, that why in fact we shouldn't be patient as a trader, isn't it? This is the also very important question, because when you are a profitable trader, consistently profitable trader, you can easily get access to huge freedom. When I was doing 9 to 5, it was very hard, isn't it? So when you look at 9 to 5, waking up in the morning, going for a long hour working, and then most of the time it's stressful. So if you look at when you look at the trading, even if you're a full-time trader, you don't have to, now you are in the learning stage, so you have to wait long. But if you are trading on the higher time frame, such as on the 4 hour or 1 hour, once you learn, once you understand how to analyze the market, you don't need to wait that much time to trade the market. So that's the best thing as a trader one can do, to learn to be patient and then wait for the market to show its hand, because trading is very boring job. And to be a trader, it needs to be accepted that it's gonna be boring, so you have to be um, willing to give the load that you need to do to become profitable as a trader. And thank you for that. So let's see. Now here you can see, from here it's trying to revert back to the upside. Gbpjpy, yeah, this is in a downtrend at the moment locally and on gold as well. So we see deeper drop on gold. There's a 1 minute liquidity candle formation. Welcome. Here is the liquidity candle, and you can see after quite a few series of higher low formation, it's trying to break below, and let's see now where we can expect it to come down. Some of the levels that we can look at. Where are we at? Price action. Okay, so looking at again from the fresh perspective on gold and GBPJPY, there's a gap open. Learning from your Lord, just learning to become a successful trading career. Welcome. So when you can enter, yeah, we are waiting for potential entry. GJ 2014, yeah, GJ is going down, drop to 2600. You're right, coach. Welcome. Thanks for good. Thanks for good lessons and explanation. Appreciate the way you teach us every day and share your knowledge with us. Yeah, this is here we are a trading community, and our main goal here is to help each other to learn and grow as a trader. That's the main objective, so that we can understand from each other, learn from each other, because it's all about the experience. And um, you know when you stay with trader, then you can have the same attitude towards trading, which is very important. And when you are here in this live session, because in practical it's very hard to find same like-minded people. So if you are a trader, then probably I don't know how many of you have friends who are also trader like you, Very few you'll find one or two, or sometime no. But you need to, when you are in a group where a lot of traders, that helps absolutely um, to build up momentum, to understand how things are working, doing well, and also staying up to date about everything. Thank you. Okay, here we can see that from the lower time frame is still showing bearish price action. So from the 30 minutes, we might see now, if we look at the 20 MA, he's here. So it has come to the support level, but still I'm not be impressed with the bullish trade, because when there is a trade, there is a trade. Okay, when there is no trade, there is no trade, and we have to be, we have to accept the fact that um, still there is no trade. Can't force the trade, but still we can be patient to find that opportunity. And in the meantime, let's look at the euro dollar. um, we can see that euro dollar, after forming three rejection, coming back down. If we look at the daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, so pretty um, aggressive price action here on euro USD. GBP USD also, we can see that potentially downside. downside. Okay, and a trade on. Okay, we have 40 seconds to close this candle. This is a 1 minute candle, and with this candle I will be placing a sell stop here. Very quick trade. Stop loss will be above this high, which will be around 28 pip. Stop loss will be targeting here similar kind of pip. If it managed to break below, only in that case we will be entering. It will be a sell stop, but the way it is getting rejection, we may not see that drop, but still I will be placing that sell stop. So we place that sell stop at this level, at this price. So sell stop at 2609.119, stop loss 2611.83, and targeting to similar same number of pip. If it breaks below, then we will be at 34 pip profit target on this. Still not triggered. Has not triggered. If it drops, then you will trigger, and then expecting to break below. But if it reject from here to the upside, if it breaks the stop loss before triggering the trade, then we will not be entering into the trade. See what happened, how far the bulls are strong here. I think we might see another drop potentially. Let's see. If this candle breaks below, we'll be entering the trade. Weird price action sometime. If you look at the 5 minutes, so from the 5 minutes, it's very sharp drop, expecting to come down and then to trend in the direction. So we place the sell stop in this level. If it breaks below, then it will trigger. Looks like it's gonna try to reverse. So he's still not on the trade, but if we see the market showing that significant momentum, so it didn't trigger. Instead, you see bounce, move back to the upside. Yeah. Now it didn't trigger again, so you'll be closing that pending order. Didn't trigger. I'll be exiting the pending order, and we'll wait for further confirmation. So it didn't break below. Instead, we saw that rejection. So it might now slowly break below again, or we might see again another bounce here. Okay, so it is returning back in the major direction of the trend. euro dollar, we can see euro dollar is from the 4 hour. There is a bounce, big bullish engulfer from the daily, the price on the daily support. Intraday also bullish, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. So you can see that on in all of this on euro USD, very strong bull market. We might see that the market coming back down here to the support, and gold. When the market, like move in a sideway like that, see it's again breaking below, sometimes very um, unpredictable to look at. Seeing a massive rejection from the top again. From the 1 hour and 4 hour. Okay, so it may form a liquidity candle in that area, and then we might see potential rejection. So if you look at the 1 minute, still not giving very impressive trend. Gbpjpy, what it has done, an inverted head and shoulder. GBPJPY might be moving back to this resistance, and then we can expect further downside again. Yeah, gold got a rejection here again. Okay, I will be entering by market on short on gold, stop loss above this high. So I will be placing here 32 pip stop loss and targeting to this level. So it will be sell by market with 32 pip stop loss. If you don't know the risk management, please do not enter the trade. It's very important that you do the proper risk management, which is very important. So I think we could see some downside here potentially. It's a sell by market, so and as soon as I'll see suitable movement, can look for catching some peep to see. Thank you. And expecting it to drop and then to give us some peep, at least 30 to 40 peep on gold. So basically it was a manipulation here, and expecting it to drop back to the support. Though sometime just might, sometime it revert again. So and if it reverse from here, that will be very, very unfortunate, but I'm expecting to market to remain bearish here. Okay, here we see that rejection, and expecting for the market to come to the TP. See, Let's see. Awesome. TP hit. I have it's nearly to the TP hit, but I didn't put the TP, so I took the profit. I took the profit on gold, which has given me 30 pip gain on that. Okay, so we got 30 pip on this. We can expect another one as soon as we'll find that. So the price action here, we saw that after 2 times liquidity grab, still showing downside, and from the 15 minutes, okay, pretty much break. I believe that, guys, you enjoyed this trade. Give a feedback if you enjoyed that. Thank you. And let's look for another one. And 252775. Can we sell if confirmation? Gbpusd. Hi from Philippines. Thank you very much. Rosius, welcome. Xenero, welcome to the live session from Philippines. So now here, what you can see that very strongly bearish market, and wanting to see that now locally, I wouldn't say very strong. We see that trend is down locally, but global trend is up. So anytime after a big drop, we might see again returning back. So we need to see that when it is reversing. Now we have found the trade that was downside. See that when it is reversing. So if we look at the 5 minutes, so if we look at also euro dollar, and euro dollar also having a rejection, GBP USD as well. Euro USD, very strong bounce. Very good explanation. Safe trading, welcome. I think it drops feature. Thank you, coach. Welcome. Like your patience, finding a perfect trade. Yeah. So the patience pays off. As we were patient, we found a trade that has given us some peep here. And also, traders, don't miss out to join the giveaway coming up. And in just a couple of minutes, we will be going to the giveaway section. So don't miss out to enter into the competition. Before I progress further, traders, I would appreciate if you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. So with that in mind, let's look at giveaway, and then we will be looking for to see what we can have. So going to the giveaway, keyword will be the same as we do, liquidity, and so liquidity you can write on the live chat to be eligible for the giveaway. Let's look at thank you. Found 10 eligible members for the liquidity candle. We found 20 eligible members. So with the giveaway, we will be giving away mentorship, free education, as well as liquidity candle. Thank you. Welcome, welcome. And absolutely appreciate your support to the channel. And we found 23 eligible members. So we found 25 eligible members to the giveaway. Awesome. "27 members on the giveaway." You can write liquidity. So you see that gold is keep pushing down. Gold is pushing down, and we may see that further continuation. Awesome, we found 27. Once it will reach 30, we will be rolling it up. That's awesome, we are getting near there. Cool. Approaching that 27 members. I will be rolling it up now. So Robert Sianga is winner for today's liquidity candle. So if you, Robert Sianga, if you are congratulations for joining the academy as well as being part of the liquidity candle. You can use the link below this video in the description. Visit the website. Once you're on the website, use the contact us page to send you email so that we can send straight to your email address your giveaway. So with that being said, thank you very much for joining this live session, and I'll see you again trading live together. Until that, stay well, stay happy. Great session. It's weekend. We'll see you again tomorrow. Some important content coming, so don't miss out that. Tomorrow's lesson will be posted during the London session time. Until then, stay well, stay happy.